Iranian commander urged Iraqi militias to attack U.S. troops, report says. A senior Iranian military commander called on Iraqi Shia militias to step up attacks on U.S. troops in Iraq during a meeting last week, 3 militia sources and 2 Iraqi security sources familiar with the gathering told Reuters. U.S. forces saw a string of attacks in Iraq and Syria last week, suspected of having been carried out by these Iran-linked Iraqi militias. The string of attacks coincided with a visit by an Iranian delegation led by the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, intelligence chief Hossein Taib, Reuters reported. A senior official in the region, who was briefed by Iranian authorities on Taib's visit, told Reuters that Taib met several Iraqi militia leaders during the trip and shared the Supreme Leader's message to them about keeping up pressure on U.S. forces in Iraq until they leave the region. 3 militia sources said Taib advised the Iraqi militias on how to keep the overall intensity of their attacks low enough to not trigger a larger U.S. military retaliation. While advising the Iraqi militias on how to keep their attacks from going too far and causing U.S. retaliation, Taib did advise the militias to widen their attacks and target U.S. troops in Syria, said a senior local militia commander briefed on the meeting acting as one of Reuters' 3 militia sources. The visit by Iranian advisors came after a trio of U.S. airstrikes against Iran-backed militia sites along the Syrian-Iraqi border on June 27. Those U.S. airstrikes followed drone and rocket attacks by Iraqi militias in prior days and weeks. The Iran-backed militias reported at least 4 militia members were killed in the U.S. airstrikes.